أعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ثم أما بعد. First, alhamdulillah, it's good to be with you here tonight. I actually just came from the airport, and subhanAllah, Arizona has a lot of memories. But I miss everything about Arizona except the weather. So as I came out of the airport, I was like, "A'udhu billahi min harri jahannam." I sought refuge with Allah from the heat of the hellfire. SubhanAllah, this is, as Muslims were commanded to do so. So unbelievable. And the brothers would even tell me it's nice weather too. They were telling me today it was okay, right? Is that true? It gets hotter than this? Well, I forgot how it felt. I just came from Wisconsin actually. I had an event, a dawah event actually over the weekend, and then from there, alhamdulillah, I came straight to here. So inshallah, it's my pleasure. I'll be here inshallah in the area until Thursday. After this, I'll be traveling to DC. I'll have inshallah a dawah event, training event and workshop in Frederick, Maryland, which is suburbs of DC. Inshallah next weekend. So alhamdulillah, it's good to have all of you here, and jazakumullah khair for responding to the call and attending the class. Inshallah tonight it will be about the virtue and obligation of da'wah. I know it's originally related to the youth. It was the youth halaqah, but I think and I believe that our youth are the fuel for the da'wah. And without the youth, da'wah would definitely fail. First, I'd like to start with a few verses from the Quran, telling us and reminding us about this kind of obligation, and then move from the Sunnah, and let's see what the Prophet ﷺ says about this virtue and obligation. First, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Imran, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وَلْتَكُنْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ يَدْعُونَ إِلَى الْخَيْرِ وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ وَأُولَئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. So here Allah says, in the imperative manner, فعل أمر, command from Allah, and let be among you ummah, large group. It can mean either a large group from among this ummah, or it can mean the entire ummah, the entire nation, all the Muslims worldwide, everybody. يدعون الخير, doing what? يدعون الخير, calling people to what's good, whatever is good. يدعون. So and here you see يدعون from da'wah, right? Call people, convey the message of Islam. يدعون الخير ويأمرون بالمعروف, and enjoying good and forbid evil. وينهون عن المنكر. And then Allah concluded by saying to tell us their consequence or their destiny. Inshallah, in this life and the hereafter will be وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ, and those shall be the ones who will prosper. So if you are looking for falah, for success, which is the aim of all mankind, right? To achieve and accomplish success in this life and the hereafter, you have to do these things. Call people to what's good and give them da'wah, of course, to Islam, enjoy good and forbid evil. The following verse is in the very next page, same surah, Surah Al-Imran, which almost every single Muslim knows. Here where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, كُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ تَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَتَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ وَتُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَلَوْ آمَنَ أَهْلُ الْكِتَابِ لَكَانَ خَيْرًا لَهُمْ مِنْهُمُ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ وَأَكْثَرُهُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. So here Allah says also that كُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ, meaning that you have been the best of nation ever presented to mankind. However, is it just a general khayriyah? Is that true? Who can help me here? Based on what? I see you shaking your head.
Actually, yeah.
Doing what? If you do what?
If we enjoy what is right.
Exactly, absolutely. So here Allah said, كُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ تَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَتَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ. Only if we enjoy good, forbid evil, and believe in Allah. And right after this, same verse, Allah said what? وَلَوْ آمَنَ أَهْلُ الْكِتَابِ لَكَانَ خَيْرًا لَهُمْ. SubhanAllah, reminding us of the situation of the people of the scriptures, and telling us about what would be best, or what they could have done, by believing, as here he said, وَلَوْ آمَنَ أَهْلُ الْكِتَابِ لَكَانَ خَيْرًا لَهُمْ, meaning if the people of the scriptures were to believe, that would be best for them. مِنْهُمُ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ, reminding us that some of them are believers, meaning they are seeking the truth. وَأَكْثَرُهُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ, however, the majority of them are disobedient and rebellious. So one thing we have to really learn from this verse, besides the obligation of enjoining good and forbidding evil, that from among the people of the scriptures, there are a lot who are, subhanAllah, looking for the truth. And this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also confirmed in the same surah towards the end. The very last few pages, of the very last few verses, of the last page of Surah Al-A'raf, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that وَإِنَّ مِنْ أَهْلِ الْكِتَابِ لَمَنْ يُؤْمِنُ بِاللَّهِ وَمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكُمْ وَمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْهِمْ خَاشِعِينَ لِلَّهِ لَا يَشْتَرُونَ بِآيَاتِ اللَّهِ ثَمَنًا قَلِيلًا أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمْ أَجْرٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ سَرِيعُ الْحِسَابِ. Here, Allah said that, and certainly from among the people of the scriptures, Jews and Christians, are some who believe in Allah and what has been revealed to you and what has been revealed to them. خَاشِعِينَ لِلَّهِ, humbling and humiliating themselves before Allah, meaning they are humble. This is the meaning of khashi'ah. Meaning that if they listen to the truth, they will inshallah respond to it and they will follow it. And this is exactly what the Mufassirin said. This is referring to those who became Muslim from among the Sahaba, who used to be, Jews and Christian, like, Tamim al-Dari, for instance, like Ubay ibn Ka'b, and others as well, who used to be from the people of the scriptures, and whenever they actually came across the truth of Islam, they decided to accept it and follow it. And wallahi, brothers and sisters, you'll be surprised. SubhanAllah, in the past year, since I've been involved in da'wah, I've seen so many of them, SubhanAllah, even today. I was sitting next to an old lady in the airplane, and I started talking to her. SubhanAllah, old people are very easy to give da'wah to, because they like to talk, and SubhanAllah, they appreciate anybody talking to them. So SubhanAllah, the more I talk to her, and the more I explain Islam to her, the more SubhanAllah stuff made a lot of sense to her. And mashallah, she was like telling me about her husband, how he, they're supposedly, both of them are Catholics, but then her husband almost abandoned the faith because Catholicism or Christianity in general, it goes against common sense. And it goes, yeah, this is what she said, really. She said, like, you cannot put common sense, especially he's a scientist, her husband is a scientist. He's specialized, some PhD in chemistry, she said he's, believes so much in science, but then his beliefs did not coincide with, his science and his profession, basically. So he ended up giving up the faith. So subhanAllah, I talked to her about it, how Islam is, subhanAllah, is supported by science. There are so many examples. Alhamdulillah, give her the DVD about Islam and give her, the link for the website for Maurice Bukai, Dr. Maurice Bukai, the Bible, the Quran, and science. And she loved it, alhamdulillah, and she said she'll be in touch with me. And so many Americans like that. Wallahi, I'll share with you a story of this woman. That happened, I think the end of April. I was in New York City, then took my family, had alhamdulillah, I was doing a few shows with Sheikh Fastest on God US TV. You might have heard of it. It is the first Islamic TV channel in whole North America. It's a satellite channel, however, also you can follow it on the internet, guideus.tv, guideus.tv, and if you do /live, you can go live. You can see 24/7. So anyway, we finished those programs, and subhanAllah, started heading south. I had an event in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So my family, I took my wife and my children with me, and along the way, we stopped in Alabama. It's a very long drive. It's like almost 20-hour drive plus from New York City all the way to Louisiana, north and south. So what we decided to do is just, to divide it, take like a road trip, divide it on 4 or 5 days, because we had time. So I left Sunday and had to be there by Friday. So along the way, we stopped at this very, very tiny town in Alabama. And those of you who've been to Alabama, they're known to be, rednecks. Very racist, maybe the most racist state in the country. Known to be very rednecks, very Christian, conservative, single-minded, whatever you want to call it. SubhanAllah. Because a lot of times people would just bring reasoning into da'wah. It doesn't work that way. Allah can open the heart of anybody. So, and it's amazing because the night before we can stop